the ball, you call it what you want. What is LeBron looking for? Oh, somebody is. We got a fan that's got a little unruly, and LeBron is pointing it out to the officials. And what they're going to do is they're going to put them out. I don't know. Clearly, I wouldn't know what they said. They're on the other side of the court, but they're putting them out.
Devil search for the secrets to immortality. I alter my physical chemistry. Bop through the valley of the shadow of death. I exist even when no things are left. Vibrations transcend space and time. Pure at heart because I deal with the mind. That's why I compose these verses. Lord of all worlds, my thoughts are now universes. Written on these pages is the ageless wisdom of the sages. Ignorance is contagious, so I hope you keep your focus. There's no hocus pocus. In the end, it's just us. Devil got brother killing brother. It's insane. Going out like Abel and Cain. Wisen up and use your brain. There'll be no limit to the things that you can gain. In positivity, balance it with negativity. Until then, ain't the devil happy?
Minute 9, but a huge shot by LeBron. LeBron just steps back. The Turner has no chance to get into it. The three, long distance, the shot.
He came from the cage to destroy everybody, and we like fools destroy our own bodies. Too many niggas chillin', bad boys boom boom. This leaves no room for the flowers to bloom. Seeds blow in the wind, another drug killing. What are we accomplishing? Nothing. What's the matter? Why every time I look around another brain gets splattered? Some pockets get fatter, but it don't matter. The devil's the only one who really is fatter. Lead ruptures flesh, spleens are shattered, dreams are shattered. Another queen without a king. What will our children become without proper guidance? Probably nothing. So ain't the devil happy?
Also in OT, LeBron had 2 fans sitting courtside ejected. Talk to me.
It's a slippery slope. I totally agree with the decision because LeBron James, I've never recalled him doing that to a fan before. So I imagine they said something that they didn't need to be saying, and he was absolutely right to do so. The other side to it, however, is that we're trusting the honesty and the validity and sincerity of LeBron James. There are some players who are a bit soft-minded and would want somebody thrown out for something that a player should be able to tolerate. I do not believe that was the case with LeBron James because he's never done that before. But it is a slippery slope.
Look at that face. Walk of shame right there.
She's not shamed. She's mocking him. She's being sarcastic.
Anthony Edwards.
Pointed out 2 courtside fans to referees and arena officials, which resulted in them being ejected from the game. After the Lakers win, LeBron talked about it with the media. Take a listen.
It's the difference between cheering on your home faithful, booing opponents, things of that nature, or not wanting your opponents to be successful. And then there's moments where it goes outside the line with obscene gestures and words that shouldn't be tolerated or a game from nobody. I would never say it to a fan, and a fan should never say it to a player.
Shannon, what do you make of this?
For LeBron James to be as emphatic as he was, to go through the lengths in which he went to want these fans removed, lets you know that they crossed the line with him. Now, people want to know, well, what do you think they said? I know what they said. But that's for LeBron to say, and that's for the fan. Go ask the fans. Media, I want y'all to go find these fans and ask them, what did you say to LeBron James that he became so enraged and so emphatic that he demanded that you be removed from the stadium? And then you ask yourself, was he right to have these people removed from the game?
How do you know what they said?
Trust me, I know.
But, I mean, you're just sort of guessing?
I ain't guessing. When I say I know, I know.
Well, how?
How you think I know?
Well, did LeBron tell you?
Like I said, I know that's for him to decide. That's for if he wants to tell, I'll let him tell it.
Okay.
But go ask the fans. See, this is what should happen. When a fan is removed from the game for a gesture or words, the media should go to that fan and ask, what did you say?
I'll buy that.
I want to know what she say. I want her to say it. And then I want people to make come to their own conclusion.
Okay.
Is that something that warranted being ejected for?
She said it, not he said it.
Both of them were saying it.
Okay, both were saying, did it cross racial lines?
No, it wasn't racial, but it went outside of the scope, and there were some other things, like you said, the obscene gesture. Russ came in at the end because, like I said, the fans somehow, Skip, and look, you know what these seats cost, Skip, sitting courtside. So this is, you know, well-to-do. They know right from wrong.
Yep.
But somehow, and it's been like this for a very long time, people think because they pay money, and we see this in restaurants, well, you think you could talk to your server any kind of way. You think because you pay an enormous amount of money and the athlete are there to entertain you, you can say, you can do whatever. And it's well within my right because I paid $5,000 or I paid an exorbitant amount of money for this ticket. You cannot, you should not. And I agree with LeBron. Skip, boo me. It's a badge of honor if I'm in a visiting arena and I get booed. But you cannot say certain things like what they be saying. Ask them, what did you say that got LeBron James so upset?
Yeah, I've never seen him quite that upset. I've seen him get angry with hecklers at courtside, and it usually benefits him because he just goes off on the scoreboard on them.
And that might have benefited because that might have been part of the 39-point performance that you saw last night.
Yeah, it was a little deep into overtime.
Yeah.
He was already there. He was already in charge of the game.
But there were things that, you know, had been said that, you know, you let that you let that pass give you, okay.
The best I ever have seen LeBron is when he goes angry. And he got angry at Toronto. You thought it was Chris Bosh's girlfriend.
I think it was Chris Bosh's
There was some front row heckler in Atlanta one time where he just went ballistic on the scoreboard on them.
Yes.
The more he got heckled, the more he scored.
Right.
To where I just loved his body language because he got that, like last night, he started doing his snarl, you know, that sideways snarl. And when he gets that mean mug going, you can be in some big trouble.
Right.
And then we saw it at Cleveland.
That was last year, Skip.
Last year.
That was an executive. Because he missed a shot and the guy laughed.
I guess he laughed or said something. And it was when there were no fans.
Right.
And so you could hear it because it was echoing in the arena.
Yes.
And he said, oh, okay, well, I got something for you, and I'm going to shut you up in the fourth quarter because I think it was at the end of the third.
It was in the third quarter. He missed the last second shot in the third quarter, Skip.
And then that was it. He just went crazy on the poor Cleveland Cavaliers. So we've seen that again and again. And then my favorite story is what David Blatt did to him last play of that turnaround game of that Chicago series that year when he called the last play for Kyrie and had LeBron inbounding the ball. Not over him. Okay, did the insults have anything to do with the Isaiah Stewart incident?
No.
No? No? Okay. So it's hard for me to react. If you actually do know what was said, then it's hard for me to react if I don't know what got said.
The fact of the matter is, Skip, that when I have conversations between people, Skip, I don't feel comfortable. Say, LeBron's like, I'm a dad. You know, I'm a husband. I'm a man before all else. Proud black man. Before all this, before the basketball and the endorsements and the this and the that, I'm this. And if you try to diminish that or try to say something, nah, I can't. I'm not gonna let that slide. I'm not gonna let that slide.
I did think it was amusing that as she walked out, she did the pouty face, the extended lower lip, and I was crying tears, right?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, I wish I would just ask her, say, well, what did you say to LeBron?
I would like to ask her that. I was a little surprised because I kept scouring this morning. I thought maybe somebody from Indianapolis, one of the newspaper people or somebody from the media might have tried to run after them and say, what did you say?
Right. Well, I just saying that there's somebody that was sitting right next to her, but I don't know. I don't want to put that out there. About what someone said, but like I said, LeBron, for him, when he became that emphatic.
Okay. Well, he trended all night. Unfortunately, he was being called La Snitch, right, on Twitter.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay.
But,
well, whatever you say, if you trust your information, sometimes you can't trust that information completely when it comes from where I think I know it came from.
Nah, not this here.
Yeah. Okay.
Skip, you know I ain't never lied. You know when I come to you, Skip Bayless, you know I come.
Yeah, but there are certain people you got to be careful with. Okay, next question.
All right, let's talk some football. Well, Skip's Cowboys get back.